Right, good morning everyone and welcome to day 12 of the holiday. Today we are heading off to Animal Kingdom. A little bit of a later start, we had a nice lie-in. It's about 9:15. Park opened at 7:30 for early entry, but we didn't fancy rushing out. Yeah, so a little wander around Animal. Oh, it's bright, hang on. Yeah. So we are walking up to the Riviera bus stop because I don't know if it's true, but I figure that the deluxe resorts have more frequent buses potentially, so we'll see. Yeah, so Animal Kingdom, a little wander around there, and then off to Disney Springs. We're going to meet up with one of my friends, have some lunch, and then we've got Cirque du Soleil this evening, and we have dinner at Leo. So it should be quite a fun day. Lots of new things that we've not done before. Just made it to the bus. Off we go to Animal Kingdom. Right, and just like that, we are at Animal Kingdom, ready to go in. Oh, Port Orleans get closer buses. That's not fair, is it? We're just debating the pros and cons of the Caribbean beach buses versus the Riviera buses. We thought that Riviera drops us off slightly closer, but it's hard to say. I don't understand the rhyme nor reason to where the buses drop you off, but yeah, it's not for me to organise.
I've got your favorite. Thank you. Yeah, so from now on, you can use your finger for heart. Yep, have fun.
Thank you. We've got some of the menagerie Christmas birds out. Flapping away. They're very cool. Oh look, there's some others out. I see hats. Ah, the penguin's here. Cute penguin. And the fox. And the polar bear. I don't know if we saw the polar bear the other day.
You guys don't have to take a picture?
No.
I mean.
A little penguin rolling around.
Oh, sunglasses on. There we go. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called the Oasis, the first bit where all the animals are that you walk through just after the entrance? That's Discovery Island, I think. I think the Oasis is the first bit. It's really cool. They have loads of little animal exhibits, but no one ever stops there because they're all just like either coming in the park and going like straight to a ride.
Everyone stops there.
Well, just on that little one on the right. There was a couple of kids, wasn't there?
What, round the...
Oh, apparently I'm wrong. We never stop there. Let me clarify. And then when we're leaving, we're just like going, I'm tired now, I'm leaving the park. But maybe we'll have a little wander through later on. We'll see. Right, so the plan is first off, we're going to Dinosaur. I really hope we don't get hit by that asteroid. Keep your fingers crossed for us. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough to the queue because it says 5 minutes, which for this ride means it's all gone. The iguanodon we're looking for. Little exhibit about like fossils and things that survived the meteor, and then our giant T-Rex. Down we go. This like lights up and moves, and you can see kind of things at times, but we're not in here long enough for that. Oh, they got a lot lighter. Morning. In we go.
Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Oleoramus. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
Another big guy coming up. Computer.
Oh yay!
Hello.
It's working.
And identify.
Sauropod.
This hasn't been working.
Still
the
not
last
our
couple of
dino,
times.
but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Stinky breath.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort! Abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
We made it!
I knew you would.
Man, I love that ride. That ride's great fun. That was also a brilliant run through. So the last couple of times, some of the lighting's been a bit down, and the sauropod wasn't working. So it was all working today. It was brilliant. So maybe it showed up a little bit better on the camera. If not, you'll have seen a black video with us shouting and screaming a lot on it. So that might be fun too. Anyway, we're off heading around the park now. We are going to wander past Expedition Everest, depending on the queue time. We might jump on, might not. But we are then heading to Kilimanjaro Safaris. And what time is it? It's 10:15. There's a place in... Oh, Kate's magic band just fell off. Luckily she caught it. There's a place in Africa, Kusafiri bakery, that does some awesome breakfast options like chochos and a honey pistachio croissant and stuff like that. So I really would like to get breakfast there. We've got 45 minutes, so we should have enough time to make it round there. Fingers crossed anyway.
So just coming into Asia. There's a posted wait time of, oh, maybe it's gone up. It said 15. There's a lot of people queuing there. Are they queuing for lightning lanes? Are they queuing for lightning lanes? I don't want to do it if it's 15 minutes. I don't want to miss out on breakfast. This is the thing.
Strange plan. I don't want to miss out on breakfast. So we are going to have a nice stroll through Asia into Africa and get some snacks. Like, the theming here is awesome though. Like the Rivers of Light Theatre is absolutely beautiful. It's just a shame that they don't use it for any shows anymore. They have tried a couple that just haven't worked out, unfortunately. So we just stopped in Asia for some photos with Trevor, who one of the photographers. He was amazing. He lovely singing voice as well, and he's made us laugh quite a bit. So hopefully some of the photos turn out all right. And then Kate sacrificed me to Car from the Jungle Book, which seemed a bit mean, really. But anyway, that's fine. I made it. Apparently, she was told to. Anyway, he was absolutely brilliant. So we're just going to do a cast compliment on the app because it's super easy to do. So if you ever have good, interactions with the cast members, it's definitely worth just scrolling down to the bottom of the My Disney Experience app and sending a cast compliment. So this is the breakfast menu at Kusafiri. This is what we're getting.
I also think cash.
Well, also an Amarula coffee. We got bacon, cheese, egg, chochos. We'll see how they are. There's no sauce on this one. I like the fries look one. They have like gravy on. I mean, it's nice. Oh, they've got cheese sauce, like natural cheese. They're nice. It's kind of like they're pre-made though, so it's not hot. Well, the natural cheese sauce is good. It's got cheese curds on, like poutine as well. So. And the crunchy bacon is good. Actually, you know what? It's nice. I'd say 4 out of 5. It's really nice filling breakfast. A little bit of everything in it. So, yeah. It was about $11, I think. So, yeah, it's quite, to be fair, it's going to be quite filling for that amount. So, Kusafiri, if you're in Africa, Kusafiri Bakery has a nice breakfast for you. A bit more savoury than the sweet croissants and things like that. A few mouthfuls in. One thing to note, between the bacon and the cheese curds and the cheese sauce, it's quite salty. So if you like salty things, you're going to love it, which I do. But if you don't, maybe select one of the other savoury items on the menu instead of this. So it was a very nice breakfast prior to getting on the safari. Kate had the honey pistachio croissant, which was a nice croissant.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was a very nice croissant, so that was good. It was a very nice croissant by all accounts. Oh, I'm buzzing. So the pistachios had a little bit of crunch on top, and apparently it was added over a regular croissant, so that's good. So would definitely recommend.
Asante sound award, like we love to say here in Harambe, 20 day, which means let's go. My name is Alex, and I'll be your tour guide for your safari adventure through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. There's some beige-colored antelopes here on your right-hand side, as you can see out here. These are females. These are called greater kudu. You generally tell the difference because the males have the horns. On your left-hand side inside the watering hole, a little bit trickier to spot them because they're at the edge of the guardrail here. There's some Nile hippos out here.
Cool.
Now, Nile hippos, though, friends, comes from the Greek word hippopotamus, which translates to water horse, though, friends, alright? Translates to water horse. On your right hand side is an interesting looking tree called a baobab tree though. Baobab tree are also referred to as an upside down tree. It's kind of tricky to see them, but on your left hand side, right behind the den area there are some painted dogs, also known as African wild dogs, around the edge here. Look on your right hand side, you're going to notice that there are some Ancoli cattle out here, though, two big horns on their heads. So I'm going to stop for just a little bit for you to check it out, though. These horns are about 5 or 6 feet wide. They're hollow, though. Did you know those horns are not heavy at all? They weigh less than 10 pounds per horn. Next animal, quite large in size, is an African elephant out here, right? African elephants are one of the largest land animals at roughly 10,000, 14,000 pounds. Close by the wandering hole. Oh, mandrills. Look on your left real quickly down there. Right down the edge of the cliff there. If that's right. Kind of hard to see them though. You're kind of climbing the cliff for today. That's a rare occasion. That's cool. About 100 pounds of the males weigh in, about 20-25 pounds of the females, right? A little tiny pocket inside their mouths allow them to try extra food for later. What do you think those elephants use those ears for?
Cooling.
Eyeing, like Dumbo? Not quite though, friends. Have you seen an elephant? That would be fine. That would be cool though. But anything else though? Cooling themselves off. Yeah. By cooling themselves off, it actually helps to regulate their body temperature by upwards to 15 whole degrees just by flapping those ears alone though, friends. Right? Slow road here. Kind of maneuvering and patrolling the area out there are some cheetahs there. How fast do cheetahs run? 80 miles. 60 or 70 miles per hour. Right there though, friends, alright? Awesome job though. Oops. Now, cheetahs though, friends, alright, run real quickly. Coming up, there are some rhinos over here though, friends, alright? Right here on your right hand side.
Oh, wow. Cute.
Group of rhinos are called a crash. Largest burrowing species mammal. Dig their holes a little bit bigger to actually protect themselves against the sun. They'll back into the burrows and sleep. When they wake up from their sleep, did you know that they actually wake up with a zoomie, though, friends, alright? They're on a charge and run about 30 miles per hour. Safari Dog, I hope you had an amazing trip for today, though, too. Harini, folks, thank you so much. Harini translates to go well. Wish you all your best on your travels. Go well, be safe, be sound, stay cool, and stay hydrated. Wonderful rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And that was a great safari trip. We had the front row. We had to wait for a couple because there were a couple of the wheelchair accessible trucks came past, and that meant that there's only like 2 seats on them, so we had to wait for a couple to come past. But the front row was brilliant because you're sitting right behind the driver, so you get a view out the front as well as out both sides. And Alex, our driver, we were in Simba 1 as the truck, and Alex was our driver, and he was brilliant. And we got to see all wait, seeing there, but we've never seen the mandrills before, so it was really cool to see them. There was lots of cheetahs out and the warthogs. It was a very busy day, so 100% recommend coming to the safari in the morning when it's a bit cooler. It is normally the animals are a bit more active. Just had a couple of shots with the little Mickey Mouse wall by Harambe Market. Actually, Harambe Market's a place that we don't think we've ever been in. It's got some quite nice looking food like pitta and things like that. You know what, I can't remember what else was on the menu. It looked nice though, but it's not a very good story, do apologise. Anyway, we are going to wander down to the Feathered Friends in Flight show, so the bird show, down in Asia, which should be really good. There's a beautiful view of the tree though. There's a photographer down there as well, so maybe we'll come back this way. Long queue at the moment, we might miss the show, so we've got to come back past this way to get to Pandora afterwards, so we'll maybe jump in that queue then.
Hi everyone! Hi! Hello! We're going to see if Daisy can make her way all the way to Adam in the back. There we go. 1, 2! Big round of applause. Thanks so much for your trees. 3, 2, 1, go for it! There it is! Wow! Holy cow! Okay, here we go. We've made it a little easier. Perfect. He sees exactly where to land and also take your money. Yes. But let's wait. They are not known for their speed. They're known for an ability of nearly silent. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll hear a couple songs. What do you think? around. And over in Africa, where marabou stores are native to, they serve a really important role out there in the wild as well. And that's Namaste. Thank you all for joining us with Friends in Flight, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Poke onto some Miko. Miko? Is it Miko?
Well, that's our neighbour's cat.
No, it's our neighbour's cat. There you go. Right. So, off we go. So that was the Feathered Friends in Flight show. I really enjoyed that show. It's very funny. Like, it's like terrible dad jokes, but it's very entertaining. But the birds are amazing with the things they do. Like, I would say, if you are not a fan of birds, don't obviously go to that show, because they do fly quite close to your head. Like, and there's one that flies, as you saw, through people's arms and things, but you have to volunteer for that. But overall, it's a brilliant show. I definitely recommend you stop in there for a bit for some entertainment and a little sit down. Now we're off to Pandora, but we are eyeing up some mac and cheese because 8 Spoon Cafe is open, which does some of the best mac and cheese. They do a baked mac and cheese with pulled pork. Well, they also do a pulled pork donut sandwich and a baked mac and cheese. Oh, pulled pork donut sandwich. We'll be right back. So here we are with the pulled pork jelly donut sandwich, and we're just finding a spot to sit and eat. This looks perfect. There's a sizable sandwich. Right, we're just looking at this. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to try and pick it up. Oh man, that's a mess. Oh, it's sticky.
If we go back
Okay, let's try and get a bite of everything.
there's a cafe like across the street. There's also a barbecue.
Mmm.
Put it down.
It was very messy. It's got like spices on top of the donut as well. It was very tasty. Like, the pulled pork's really good. The donut is obviously quite squishy and like falls apart, but the sweetness of it is it works quite well with the pulled pork actually. And then it's got a little kind of salady slaw kind of thing with it too, but it is messy, very messy. I'll finish this up and give you a final review. That was very tasty, very different. Obviously, in England we don't get many donut sandwiches, but yeah, like the sweetness was the donut and the jam was balanced out by the savoury pork and the slaw and thing. The bun was a bit, the donut was quite squishy and kind of disintegrated, so you couldn't eat it as a sandwich kind of thing. But yeah, I'd recommend that. It was $7, I think. $7.44 with tax. So yeah, would recommend.
What with 2 tax brackets?
Oh, actually, yeah, I think it might be. Okay, just pointing out that Animal Kingdom has 2 tax brackets because it's technically in 2 different counties, Osceola, I think, and Orange County, and they have slightly different tax rules. So actually, Cokes cost different price. Well, they always used to cost a different price at the back of the park as they did at the front of the park. Just something to note. I can't remember which one's more expensive because we very rarely buy the same thing in the same places, in different places like that. So yeah, but the donut, yeah, donut sandwich, yeah, definitely recommend. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right, now we're off to Pandora. People playing with the drums. Yeah. Sounds good. So we have made it to Pandora, trek across the light years. Didn't take too long, which was quite nice. And we're just wandering over to Flights of Passage. I do love this land. I do prefer, it's really cool during the day, don't get me wrong, like the floating mountains, look. Woo, walking under the mountains is crazy. But it's much better at night time. The lighting that they do at night is incredible, as hopefully you saw earlier on in the series, but anyway. And on to Flights of Passage that we go. We always have this debate between whether the Pongu's pineapple lumpia is actually good or not. I'm firmly in the camp of not really. So it's like a spring roll, but like I mean, yeah, firmly in the camp of not really. Ooh, ah.
So it's like a spring roll, but it's pineapple and cream cheese. No, I'm not a fan. No, I want that. Right, so that's Flight of Passage done. Once again, amazing ride. Absolutely love that ride. It's one of my favourite. Maybe Guardians now? Oh, it's a tough one to know. But we are just heading out now. So we're meeting some friends in a friend in Disney Springs in a little bit. But we were hoping to nip to Port Orleans first to maybe grab some beignets, because we like their Mickey shaped beignets and we haven't had them yet this trip. So we're going to try and head over there, and then from Port Orleans we'll catch the boat across to... Oh, there's a lot of people coming the other way. Oh, let's go this way. Well, then we'll try and catch the boat from Port Orleans to Disney Springs before going to maybe Jock Lindsay's. We're not quite sure. And then we've got Haleo later on for dinner, and then Cirque du Soleil drawn to life. It's a busy day. Right, let's get going.
So this is the bit I was talking about earlier, the Oasis. There's like little exhibits off to the sides, little quiet seating areas that Kate surprised me by diving in one. Hang on. Kate came and hid here. Very cool. Yeah, so they got little things like over there was a rhinoceros iguana, apparently. And then over this side is the babirusa. They're hiding. They were out earlier, apparently. Those people surprised me. Let's try and find Ivy. Ivy dresses up as leaves and then hides in the trees. Yeah. There we go. Very well camouflaged at times, so yeah, you gotta be careful. She'll just like hide by the trees and then step out when people are around, when they're least expecting it.
And with that, we are done for Animal Kingdom for today. Oh yeah, so they've shut a lot of the turnstiles, so now the queue's pretty huge, but yeah. So we are, as I say, heading off to the resorts now. Bye, thanks very much. Thank you. Heading back to Port Orleans and Disney Springs. So we are on the bus at Port Orleans. There wasn't a French Quarter one coming, so the Riverside driver said he'd give us a lift, basically, but he's just got to go around the dropping everyone off at Riverside first. So we are just on the north. I think there's 4 bus depots at Riverside, so we're just doing a loop. It's quite nice to see the resort though. It's a really cool resort.
Here we have arrived at French Quarter. The very kind bus driver. We couldn't get his name. He was very friendly. He's dropped us off. It is beautiful here. We really like this one. Oh, no. Oh, I'll get shut out by the doors.
So we got our cocoa beignets, very tasty. It's got chocolate milk. Oh, that's a long morsel. Should we both try the chocolate milk one, see if we like it? Oh, it leaks out a bit. Oh, they're fluffy, crunchy, and hot. Yeah, right. Very tasty. Someone's doing a rendition of Hamilton behind us. Lovely crunch to them. Very tasty. I'm gonna drop us some chocolate milk on. Inhaled some of the sugar. I don't think the chocolate milk adds anything. Kate's spraying chocolate milk everywhere. This makes it a bit soggy. I think AJ from Disney Food Blog said that if you like your cereal to soak in all the milk, then you'll like it with the milk on it. Otherwise, just do without. Quite dense, but nice. Right, 100% worth the trip for those beignets. Really tasty. I mean, like we've had beignets in New Orleans. They're not the same as those, but to be fair, they're more, the ones here, like the Mickey ones, are more donutty, and I like donuts, so like I really like them, and they're not absolutely coated in sugar, which the ones in New Orleans were. So yeah, definitely worth a trip over, and the speciality ones even more so, with the little chocolate bits on top. Just all adds to it. So I highly recommend coming across. Those ones were $7.80. And now, continuing the beignet theme, we found beignet themed ears. Now, beignet scented, I don't get it, but Kate really loves them. They are $45. Beignet all day. And, I mean, they look good. I'm just not sure about it. You actually come over? Yeah. This resort is awesome. It is beautiful, and to be fair, it's pretty authentic. We were lucky enough to go to New Orleans earlier this year, and like legitimately, they have these little horse head stops and things. The streets like look like this with the balconies. Normally only one balcony, but still, like it's close enough. So yeah, Disney did a great job with their theming along this one. So really, really cool. We'd love to stay here. It's just the bus transportation to the park is a bit of a pain. It would be good to stay here one time, maybe for a couple of nights with renting a car, because then you can drive, but otherwise it's just a bit far out. Anyway, we're off to catch the boat now to Disney Springs. There's a little bit of a queue, which bodes well that we haven't missed a boat. Right, change of plan. The boat was not there. It was taking a bit, and we're already running late, so we've actually decided to get an Uber. It is $7 for the Uber, so we're just going to run back from and grab that from the central reception area. Because from what I remember, the boat is not particularly fast either. It takes about 7 minutes or so. No, that's how long the Uber's going to take. The boat takes about 20-25 minutes. So yeah, we're already keeping our friend late, waiting, and they got us the Universal ticket, so we feel bad. 2 hours later. So we've just come to Paradiso 37 in Disney Springs for their social hour, which I think is for 4, ends at 4 maybe, 2 till 4. And I got a margarita for $8 with a tahini rim. This is what I do now. It's very tasty. I mean, my shoes are flat. I feel like this camera's ridiculously shaky. So we have had a lovely afternoon catching up with our friend in Disney Springs. We popped into, what was the first bar? Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. I'll chuck the photos in. I had a Mayor's Reserve. It's like a bourbon and brandy kind of drink. It was delicious, very tasty. Kate had a Scottish gentleman. Scottish Professor. They're both a bit tart, a bit sour, but we like those kind of drinks. That was good. Our friend, not so much. His face was amazing. Wasn't his favourite drink, but still, like a trooper, he finished it up. We then popped up to, we were going to go to the hangar bar, no, not the hangar bar, the tunnel bar for Enzo's Hideaway, but it had flooded, so we weren't allowed in there. So we ended up going to Paradiso 37, which has a happy hour till 4 p.m, which was $8 margaritas, and those margaritas are good. They offer you a choice of rims. You get salt or sugar or tahini, and the tahini one, like nice savoury touch to it, was absolutely delicious. So we had a couple in there, and now we are just wandering around Disney Springs. We're not feeling Haleo tonight, so we're going to see if we can change the reservation and cancel it without a fee. And then we're probably just going to grab something quick, like there's the Chicken Guy restaurant, which is really nice, or maybe a Blaze Pizza or something along those lines before our show at 8 p.m. But let's take a little wander around first. We'll probably go do a bit of shopping as well in like the Candy Cauldron, which looks delicious. Oh, and Everglazed Donuts. Oh, interesting. But we have just joined the virtual queue for Gideon's. They're currently quoting 4.5 hours wait, but once you get called back for the virtual queue, it's only 15 minutes, which is a lot better than the hour and 45 they wanted us to wait in the queue the other day. So we're going to see how that goes. They told us, because we have an international number, so if you're from the UK, a lot of the text message alert systems don't work. They told us to start checking within about 3 hours or so whether we were allowed back in the queue yet or not. Anyway, but first to Haleo to sort that out, and then we'll come back through a couple of the shops. Right, so we're just wandering around. The staff at Haleo were lovely and we said that's absolutely fine to cancel the reservation. Normally if you're here in person and cancel it, they're absolutely fine with it because they know you haven't just booked it for no reason, like you intended to come and circumstances changed, so they're pretty good. They have the balloon, the aerofoil, I can't remember what it's called here, it's called aerofoil in Disneyland Paris, but they got the balloon here, which is pretty cool. So you can go up and get a view over the Disney resort. But we're not doing that this evening, we're just going to have a wander around the shops. There's a super cute Lion King spirit jersey, which is small. Right, that's not got a price on it. Let's check another one. And our survey says none of them have prices on. But it's very cool. The front is quite nice too. Kermit merch. This jumper that says feels good to be home. That's the front. It's just plain on the back. I quite like plain backed jumpers. And that one is $40. So Kate spotted this one and said she quite liked it. It's kind of like a Frozen-esque one. I thought it was like velvet, you know, when you rub it the wrong way. But actually it's just super soft. And that is $65. It's got a little Elsa button on it as well. There you go, that's better. Quite cute. Ooh. Quite a cool phone case. Quite like that with all the characters on. And that one is $35. So we're having a fun game of identify what film is this tree from. So we've got like a spell book up here. And we've got an M here. Kate has just spotted the M, which has helped her to identify. I don't think this is very good, like theming wise. But Kate is correct. It is the wish tree. Otherwise, like, there's no, like... Oh, okay. Wait, look up. Look up further.
Book.
No, further.
Oh.
There's a star on the top of the tree.
What's called science test?
Missed it. But, yeah, that's quite good. And we are sharing some tenders and some chips. So we got 5 tenders. Now there's 4 because Kate's grabbed one already. And fries and a drink. This was... I think $14. We have 2 sauces. We went for honey mustard and bourbon barbecue sugar. Yes. Now these look a little bit like Dinosaur like bites from like, you know, the UK. They're not. They're much better than that, I think. From when we had them last time. It has been a while since we had them last time. Ooh, that bourbon brown sugar is nice. It's like a barbecue-y kind of sauce, just with quite a bit of sweetness to it as well. The coating, it's like a panko breadcrumb coating with seasoning on as well. Now let's try the honey mustard. Tastes chicken. Yep. Honey mustard is good. It's just like a standard kind of honey mustard. If you like them, you'll like that one. But the barbecue sauce is a really good one. Really enjoyed that. And the chips have a lovely seasoning on them, so yeah, we'd definitely recommend you get a portion of fries with your chicken. Also, it was super quick. It took approximately 2 minutes to go through the queue, get the chicken and come and sit down, and it's about 5:10 on a Thursday. So it is a weekday, but still, it's nice and quiet, nice and quick. So there's no description of the seasoning on the chips, but it's kind of like a sweet seasoning with a little bit of like, I don't know, turmeric and things on it. I really like it, but if you prefer like super salty things, you won't like this one as much, I don't think. It's snowing! We were just saying how we got ID'd in Paradise 37.
Paradiso 37, sorry. I'll join you in a sec, yeah? Just say how we got ID'd in Paradiso 37, which is always nice for us from the UK, because we don't get that very often. Anyway, we're just having a look around the shops now, so we just had a look in Sephora. It was absolutely heaving in there, and the prices didn't seem that much cheaper than at home in the UK. Especially with like, you know, discount codes and stuff that you can get. So we're probably not going to get anything from there. But I mean, it looks beautiful in Disney Springs at night. So we're just taking a little shop before the show. Disney Springs gets very busy at night time, and there's like extra entertainment, like the stilt walkers in like nutcracker outfits, or possibly British palace guards. Ooh, hot cocoa creme brulee, gingerbread cheesecake, Christmas tree cream puff pistachio. That creme brulee looks very tasty, as does the gingerbread cheesecake. I mean, I'll be honest, it all looks amazing. Well, they do crepes and a Mickey brownie. So the eclair is $7.25, cream puff is $8, creme brulee is $7, and the cheesecake is $9. Oh, I don't know if you can see this rose at the back here. It's $8.25. It looks amazing. It's amazing what they can do with cakes. So I'm being good though. I'm not getting anything from Amaret's Patisserie, even though it looks delicious. I don't need it quite now. Quite full still, so I'm just going to carry on our walk around. Maybe. So it's pretty cool that they do live entertainment in Disney Springs, like just walking past and they got bands on and things. I think they're mostly like local bands. Oh, that was close to my face, sorry. And like not well-known bands and things like that, but it's pretty neat. So something to listen to. Very cool lighting package as well. So Ghirardelli do a lot of very nice chocolate. Caramel, for example, very, very tasty. But we don't need chocolate to take home. We've got these cool Christmas themed ones, which are pretty neat. Little mixed chocolates, or in the centre you can pick your own. Or they got boxes of these. So we get these at home. Costco do the Ghirardelli brownie mix actually in better value boxes than that. And then we get hot cocoa. We're gonna actually get a hot mocha. Sorry. All sorts of different shakes, etc. So a small coffee will be $5.75. Going up from there really. The shakes start at $11. Ooh. So as in all theme parks, same rules apply. If you see a wet patch out on the floor, you be careful because Stitch spits water at people. So if there's a wet patch down here, don't walk in it, otherwise you might get spat on. There's a giant pot of chocolate. He is stirring it with a paddle. Amazing. So we've got ourselves a Ghirardelli shake thing. No, it's not a shake at all. It's a iced mocha because we fancied a bit of a coffee here. It's quite nice. It's a bit. Maybe I'm just feeling something sweeter. It's a little bit bitter, but it's very tasty as iced mochas go. And it's non-dairy, it's almond milk, and it's got non-dairy whip on top as well. Fancy. Oh, the chocolate's probably got dairy in it there, but or maybe that's why it's bitter. Because it's a dark chocolate. Continuing our tour around Disney Springs at night time, we're just wandering past Cooks of... Oh, I dropped the camera. Cooks of Dublin. And we're going to check in. So we joined the virtual queue for Gideon's earlier. We're just going to check in on how long we've been waiting because we've got to set a timer. So we're just going to ask them nicely if we can join the queue. Let's find out. Otherwise, it is a relatively busy night. But what's really cool, most of the bars and different places have music.
which is fun. Makes the bars a little bit different as well. So yeah, it's definitely a great place to come for an evening if you haven't got a park to go to, or if you've not got tickets that evening. Definitely pop down here. There is a lot going on. So we are back. We waited in our virtual queue, and they let us back in the regular line now. So they said it'd be about 20-minute wait or so. And these are the cookies. I don't know if that's focusing. We're eyeing up this one. Nope, not that one. Kris Kringle, which is a white chocolate coffee bean cookie, maybe a pistachio toffee one. I don't think we need that many, so we'll probably just get the 2 cookies this time. You're allowed up to 6, I think, or 5 maybe. You ready? Thank you.
Of course.
Ah, you can't smell it, guys, but it smells amazing. So how we serve more people? We have a limit of 6 cookies per person. Any of the merch you want? Got some mugs, pins, got some t-shirts as well. Candles. You want to smell like a cookie? That t-shirt is very cool. Got stickers, all sorts. So I think the theming behind this place is it used to be a bookstore or a library or something, and that they took it over for a cookie shop. So these are 2 limited edition one. This is a white chocolate coffee bean cookie, and this is a dark chocolate and mint cookie. You got their original chocolate chip. There's a banana one. You can see how big they are from this angle. Well, that's the dark coffee cake one. Looks quite tasty, actually. On the chocolate chip banana bread. So the cookies are $6 each. Then they do cake slices. Absolutely. Then they do cake slices. These cake slices are $9 each, but they are enormous. That is 8 inches deep at least. And you can see the sizable cake, 8 to 10 inches. Very impressive. And these are the sizes of the slices you get. And then this is the cookies and cream, triple chocolate, original again, pistachio, toffee, chocolate chip, and peanut butter crunch. It's between these 2. I don't know which one to get. Right, so from joining the virtual queue to getting our cookies and leaving, took us about half an hour. So even when we got called back, they said it was going to be about 15-20 minutes. It's a little bit longer than that, but I think they were particularly busy at this point. But still, I mean, half an hour is less time than you wait for some rides, I guess.
After you've waited 3 hours.
Well, yeah, after you wait 3 hours in the virtual queue, but that's just like Tron, right? These last longer than Tron as well, so, you know, way up. Anyway, we are off to our show now, so we won't be able to film in there. I'll try and get like a photo or a video of where our seats are so you get an idea of where they, that kind of the view from them, and I'll try and remember what seat numbers they are too, and I'll either put it in down below or I will say it in a minute when I find out what they are. I think I can't remember. I know we paid a small upgrade. I think it was like a $20 upgrade from the free tickets that we got to get slightly more central seats, and we'll see if that was worth it. So just walking past lots of different venues on our way to Cirque du Soleil. There's a lot of places with live music and all different kind of types as well. So no matter what your kind of preference, what your style that you like is, you'll be able to find something here which will be to your taste, I reckon. Lots and lots of choice. So I don't know if you guys can make that out, but that's the drinks and food menu. Like a soda is about $4.75. They got beers in 16-ounce cups, like cans of 16-ounce cups, like souvenir cups, $13. A can of beer is $10. They got popcorn for $6, pretzels for $8, and a hot dog for $10. You too can get a hat, pencil. Well, that's very cool. That is a pretty cool Christmas ornament. Pass. Yes. But again, pass. So I'd have to pick up one of the boxes underneath. I'm going to knock stuff over. That's not going to go well. So just come out of Cirque du Soleil, Drawn to Life. That was amazing. The story was lovely, like really heart-wrenching at times, heartwarming, and but like but like the talent on show was crazy. Like they had like a floor routine gymnast, then they had like
we didn't have a juggler. There was no juggler. You can see some snippets of it here.
Like I put down below, like if you don't want to hear anything about the show, you can skip ahead to a different bit. Further in the future. But they had so floor routine. They had an aerialist who was just like spinning around on a bar. And the way they incorporated it into the show, so it was like he was drawing on the floor at the same time. Then they had people on like their seesaws doing flips, and then like bench swings and another swing, and then these crazy contraptions that I don't even know how to describe, like hamster wheel style things. That crazy stuff was happening on like a windmill. Like seriously, if you have any interest in those kind of shows, 100% worth doing. Like absolutely amazing talent. Like heart in your mouth times, like some of the flips and things they're doing, they do make you worry. I know they're experts and like they practice this a lot, but you're still like, oh, yep, okay, because you got it. It's a very, very good show to watch. Oh, yeah, there is a lot of, sorry, we're just walking past the AMC and
advertising wish.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me, hang on. Oh, itchy nose. Yeah, really happy with our seats. So we were in section like 204, U11 and 12 or 12 and 13, well, yeah, 11 and 12. And we were right at the back, right in the centre. And there was a pillar next to us, which is a good thing because there were no seats in front of it. So there was plenty of room to store our bags and any bits and pieces and stretch out. So it was good. I would say though, the show was empty. Like maybe a quarter. No, sorry. Maybe like a fifth full. Like I got a photo. I don't know how well it shows it, but there were a lot of spare seats. So don't worry about if you didn't book seats in advance. You can definitely book last minute. But definitely do. Like really, really worth it. The seats are pretty comfy. It's a 90-minute show. Don't get there earlier than half an hour before because they don't open it for half an hour before. I would definitely recommend being in your seats 15 minutes before. There's a little pre-show bit which is very cool. Like they get some of the children up on stage to do some drawing, and they get a couple of adults up as well to get dressed up too. So it's fun to watch. So definitely worth doing. They say don't bring any outside food or drink in, but they don't do any kind of checks of bags. So we were really worried because we bought Gideon's cookies, as you saw, and we were worried they were going to take them off us. So we tried to hide them so that if they did a bag search, they wouldn't find them. But there is absolutely no need to worry about that kind of thing. They did not even check. So yeah, definitely don't worry about that. They have water bottle fillers in there and water fountains and stuff, as well as obviously selling drinks and snacks and whatnot. I think I put a picture of the menu in there as well.
We had to come and see the Disney Vacation Club tree. There's the Polynesian. I want to find Orlani. Down Floridian, Animal Kingdom, Bay Lake Tower, Disneyland, Hilton Head, Beach Club.
Couldn't find Orlani. The other thing to note as well, there was plenty of booster seats available, and they're just big stacks by the doors. So if you're coming with a smaller person, they can have a nice booster seat to get up a little bit taller. There's a little bit of like audience interaction at times. The villain, who was like the crumpled up bits of paper, like writer's block kind of thing, was very, very entertaining. Very Ursula-like, yeah, absolutely. So it was absolutely perfect. Highly recommend you watch that show. Anyway, we're all done at Disney Springs now. We are heading back to the resort. We're going to go catch a bus. Oh, sorry, we got distracted by trees again.
Oh, that is cool. There's the bride's dress.
Very cool. Sorry, distracted by tree. Yes, so as we were saying, we are heading back to the resort now to go to bed. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to do. So we will leave you there because I can't remember exactly where the buses are. So we're going to go sort that out. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to see any future content. Please leave any comments or questions down below that you have. And again, hope you enjoyed. Happy travels.